Introduction. The spark. It started with a question. Not a big philosophical one like, what's the meaning of life? Or why do seagulls always know when you've opened a bag of chips? No, it was a smaller, sharper question. The kind that lodges in the back of your brain and hums like a fridge at 3 in the morning. Why is my bank account allergic to money? That was Jordan's thought. Though you might be able to relate. Bills came in with the precision of a military parade. Income? That was more like a drunk uncle showing up to the barbecue whenever he felt like it. And the gap between the two wasn't just inconvenient. It was starting to feel like an unfixable math problem. Jordan wasn't lazy. They'd done the hard work thing. Long hours, extra shifts, even those odd jobs that involve moving suspiciously heavy boxes for cash. But somehow, every month felt like a game of financial musical chairs, and the music always stopped too soon. Enter the coffee shop moment. It was a Tuesday. Not the glamorous kind of Tuesday you see in stock photos with perfect sunlight and latte art. This was the soggy gray kind where even the street pigeons looked bored. Jordan ducked into a corner coffee shop to escape the drizzle, ordered something warm, and opened their laptop out of habit. Scrolling, clicking, ignoring the news, clicking some more. Then, a headline, teen makes $4,000 a month from home using just a laptop. Jordan snorted. Sure they do. Right next to the guy who accidentally bought a mansion for $1.25 on eBay, but they clicked anyway. It wasn't what they expected. The kid wasn't a prodigy, wasn't coding satellites, or selling his soul to the crypto gods. He was doing stuff online. Simple stuff. Stuff Jordan could do if they knew where to start. Still, something about it nagged. It wasn't the money, okay? Maybe a little. It was the idea that there were other ways to earn. Ways that didn't involve begging for overtime or calculating how long you could survive on noodles and optimism. The stranger at the next table. Jordan was halfway through pretending to read emails when they caught a snippet of conversation from the table behind them. And then the AI did half the work in under an hour. I just had to polish it and send it back. Client loved it. Easy $150. Jordan's ears did that cartoon Twitch thing? AI? $150? In an hour? They glanced over. A person with a laptop, a mug of something foamy, and the relaxed posture of someone who wasn't worried about the rent this month. Their name, as Jordan would soon find out, was Taylor. Taylor wasn't flashy. No gold watch, no I retired at 27 t-shirt. But there was a calm, confident energy there. The kind that says, I figured something out, and it's not in your average career brochure. Jordan didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry, did you just say AI made you $150? Taylor smiled like they'd been expecting the question. Yeah. Well, AI plus knowing where to point it. Want to hear a story? The $100 challenge. What happened next would have felt scripted if it weren't so absurd. Taylor leaned in and said, give me $100 in 90 days. I'll show you 15 different ways you can make $100 a day online. And every single one will use AI to make it faster, easier, and in some cases, possible at all. Jordan laughed. That sounds like one of those YouTube ads where a guy stands next to a Lamborghini. Difference is, Taylor said, I don't own a Lamborghini. I do own my time, though, which is better. And if you don't have $100 to spare, I'll show you how to start some of them for free. But if you do have $100, we'll treat it like seed money and watch it grow. Jordan's instinct was to say no, too risky, too weird, too something. But then they thought about the fridge. Question. Why is my bank account allergic to money? Maybe it was time to find out if it could be cured. Why this isn't a get-rich-quick book. Now, before we go any further, let's get one thing straight. This isn't one of those quit your job tomorrow and buy a yacht by Thursday situations. If you are looking for a magic button that spits out cash like a broken ATM, you are going to be disappointed. This is about building skills that pay you back. Skills that, thanks to AI, are easier to learn and faster to deploy than ever before. Think of AI as the sidekick in a buddy cop movie. It's not the whole show you are, but it can definitely make you look like you know what you are doing. The rules of the game. Taylor had rules, not many, but they mattered. Start small, no borrowing money from your cousin or maxing out a credit card. We start with what you have, even if it's less than $100. Use AI as leverage, not a crutch. AI can write, design, analyze, and brainstorm, but it can't care about your results. That's on you. Build, don't bounce. Jumping from one hustle to the next without finishing is like planting 15 seeds and then walking away. We'll grow them. Aim for $100 a day, but think beyond. The goal is daily income stability. But some hustles will scale way past that. Why AI changes everything? A few years ago, starting an online side hustle meant a lot of late nights and trial and error guesswork. Now, you can have AI write your proposals, design your products, analyze market trends, and even handle customer service responses while you sleep. It's like hiring an army of interns who never need coffee breaks, don't ask for a salary, and can work in 50 different languages at once. And here is the skeptical part. It's not perfect. AI is like a hyperactive puppy with a genius IQ. It can fetch you incredible results, but it can also run off in the wrong direction and bring you back something strange. You'll still need to guide it, edit it, and sometimes ignore it entirely. The point of this book, this isn't just a list of side hustles. It's a map with stories, detours, wrong turns, and shortcuts. You'll see Jordan try each of the 15 hustles, make mistakes you can learn from, and figure out how to stack small wins until they're making $100 a day from multiple sources. You'll also get the AI cheat codes, which tools work, which ones are overrated, and how to combine them so you are not just using AI, you are profiting from it. And there is another piece, marketing. Because it's not enough to have a side hustle if nobody knows you exist, we'll cover simple, low-cost ways to get eyes on what you are selling, whether it's a skill, a product, or your time, what you'll walk away with. By the time you finish this book, you'll have a list of 15 proven online side hustles you can start with $100 or less. Step-by-step instructions for each, told through the story of someone actually doing them. AI strategies that cut your workload in half. Marketing techniques to make sure the right people find you. The confidence to actually start, not just think about it. The first step. Back in the coffee shop, Jordan slid a $100 bill across the table. Okay, they said, let's do this. Taylor didn't take it right away. You are not paying me, they said. That's your budget. Every dollar needs to work for you, and we'll track every cent. Think of it as hiring little soldiers to go out and bring back more money. Jordan grinned. All right. Where do we start? Taylor's smile widened. With something simple, something quick, and something AI can supercharge on day one. But first, we're going to talk about what not to do. Because avoiding bad moves is just as important as making good ones. Jordan glanced at their still warm coffee, realizing they weren't just here to kill time anymore. They were here to change the math. This wasn't about chasing a dream, it was about building one. And the first brick was already on the table.